All right. Good evening. My name is Justin Scott, sports and school news reporter for the Lowell Ledger, and I'm here with another exciting Lowell Ledger podcast. It's all about musical today, and really next few weeks here at the Ledger. The Lowell High School musical Beauty and the Beast is taking place March 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, and 9th, and this year we're expanding our coverage more than ever with an in-depth student article that comes up next week in the paper, podcasts, newspaper coverage, and an in-depth photo album. We've been bringing high-quality photos in the Ledger for over 3 years now for sports, and now we'll be able to bring that same attention to musical this year. So tonight we're joined by two LHS musical seniors on this podcast, Tori LeBron, and she is playing the character of Wardrobe, and Hope Kaminski, who will be playing Babette. So both LHS seniors, welcome to the show.
Hi.
So if we could just start, you guys introduce yourselves, tell me a few things you do at LHS besides musical, and then any shows you've been in prior to this one.
Well, I'm Tori, and I am in the Lowell High School choir. I have been since I was in 6th grade, actually. I've been in the musical Sister Act and Matilda. And I've been in multiple plays. I've been in Delightful Quarantine, a Wizard of Oz play, and Much Ado.
Hope, what about you?
So my name is Hope Kaminski, and some other activities that I've done is lacrosse. I've been on the women's varsity lacrosse team for the last 4 years. And some other musicals I've done are Sister Act, which is amazing. It's probably my favorite show so far, other than I think this is going to top it. But we also did Wizard of Oz my sophomore year, and then Matilda, which was amazing. It was a blessing. And then I've also done some other plays, Shakespeare's recently, like Much Ado About Nothing, Midsummer Night's Dream. And in those I was Beatrice and Hermia. But I've done a couple winter plays. I recommend them, but I just haven't had the time recently. But yeah, it's great.
So take me through your guys' characters. So Tori, why don't you go first?
So I am the wardrobe, and her full name is Madame de la Grande Bouche. She is a diva. She is a big opera singer, and when she was human, she sung at all these operas, and she performed for the king himself, and now she just kind of, as the wardrobe, she just kind of stays in Belle's room all the time and gets to hang out with Belle. So that's really fun.
Yeah, and I play Babette, and she's the feather duster. She's Lumiere's girlfriend or whatever, but I think she's better than that. But I don't know, she's kind of flirty. Like, she flirts with Maurice a little bit. But she's, like, just like Madame. She's really dramatic, really not necessarily uptight, but she gets, quote-unquote, offended easily about Lumiere. But yeah, it's been great playing her. I try and bring as much as I can to the character, but she is who she is, and I'm glad to be playing her.
So, Tori, let's take a step back a little bit. So, give me a little synopsis about Beauty and the Beast. It's a Disney classic. I feel like most people know the story, but I'm sure there are some people out there who would like a refresher.
Well, Beauty and the Beast, it's about Belle, and she feels alone in the town that she lives in, and as her father runs away and gets stolen away to this castle, she meets the Beast, where she takes her father's place and agrees that she will stay there just to take place of her father so he can live on. And she meets all of these castle staff, and they welcome her with open arms. And they sing to her, they feed her, and they give her a room to stay. And slowly she falls in love with the Beast and realizes that he's just a man, and he's not really as big and scary as everyone says he is. And then there's Gaston, and he is phenomenal, but in this, obviously, he's the bad guy. And he comes and he tries to win Belle over by killing the Beast, and the Beast gets him, and the Belle and Beast live happily ever after.
It's one of my, like I said, it's a Disney classic. Mm-hmm. It was one of my favorites as a kid. Mm-hmm. I love the live action remake.
Yeah.
So Hope, on the acting side, what got you interested in performing in the first place?
Actually, I know the answer to this one. It was Stranger Things.
Okay.
Like, I remember my dad showing me, like, the new show in the newspaper, which sounds super old-timey. But just, like, it really inspired me. Like, all the kids, they were so talented, and just the whole storyline. And I was like, what if I tried? And so, like, pretty much all through middle school, I really wanted to be an actress, and I still do now. It's still something that I hold dear to my heart, but I would say that I enjoy the acting kind of more than the dancing and the singing, which, like, I love it all, but I don't know, just bringing yourself to the character and giving it a new light to be shown in, it's really fun, it's really magical, and I love it a lot.
Tori, what about you?
So in middle school, my older siblings had actually done the plays and musicals here at Lowell High School, and it was my freshman year, and I remember I was so scared. I was like, there is no way that I'm going to be able to perform something like that, and they made me. So I was going to be in that audition room no matter what. And I remember I was shaking, and I just thought, and after I auditioned and I got in, and I got so close to the people, and it was so fun, and I loved doing it.
Yeah, so take me through, like, the auditions. Like, are you nervous when you're auditioning, or now that you guys have been in a few performances, are you pretty comfortable?
I mean, I still am. I still got very nervous all of my auditions. But it's like after the nerves, it becomes kind of like an adrenaline rush, and it's so exciting, and you're just waiting after, and you just gotta wait for that cast list to come out just to see what part you got. But it is pretty nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
I remember I was in high school drama, and this was 2011, which was a long time ago now. It was crazy to think about. With Mrs. Summerfield, who is not in the room with us, but she helps coordinate all these great radio programs here at LHS. And I remember we had to go on stage and, like, perform, and I don't remember the exact song, but we had to, like, sing and like, remember lines, stuff like that. But I remember, like, that floodlight hit me, and I was like, there were very few people in the crowd, but I was like, no, I can't see anybody. Mm-hmm. You know, it's me in the limelight sort of thing, and, you know, I remember my lines, and I was very fortunate and thankful for that. Tori, on the preparation, like, for the musical, like, walk us through that. Like, what's the work that goes into this?
Well, once they announce what it is, so, like, normally people will go and they will study this musical. They'll see what it is. They'll listen to all the music throughout the summer. But once all that audition material comes out, you have got monologues that you've got to go through. You have got, sometimes you'll have 2 to 3 songs that you've got to sing in this audition room. And you've got your dance that they post and they show you how to do. So you've got multiple things that you've got to learn. And when you're in the audition, and you got to learn all your monologues, your songs, your dances. There's a lot that goes into it.
Hope, what's the preparation been like for you?
It's a lot of work. Like, honestly, sometimes I start, like, in the summer, just, like, trying to prepare for certain roles. But, like, yeah, like, you listen to the whole Spotify playlist of, like, a musical, and you try to get every single thing down because you never know what you have to be prepared for. And it is high demand, but, like, when you can show out and show off and be ready, there's so much reward in that from the directors and as well from, like, the fans. Like, if you could start working hard at the beginning, then you're going to be spectacular towards the end.
Yeah, I had Ben Vonderheide on the podcast this fall, and he said kind of the same thing. You know, there's a lot of work that goes into it, and, you know, the people in the audience, unless they've been through this before, they don't know, you know, how much work you guys are putting in, and that's, you know, just one of the many reasons that they should get a ticket, see you guys perform in March. But so on the performing side, Hope, I'll stick with you. Who are you most excited to perform with? Because there's a lot of great actors and actresses and a lot of great parts.
Mostly on stage, I'm with Lumiere, played by Max Wassalou, and he's incredible. I'm forgetting the name right now. Who did he play last year? Trunchbull. Are you kidding me?
Incredible.
And he's in this whole outfit with like a mini skirt. But like he just brings so much life and energy to a character that it brightens up the stage being with him, and I find myself feeding off that energy as well. But I mean, also like Belle, played by Anya Fletcher, like she's insane. Beautiful singer, amazing actress. Like everything is on point with her, and as well as Hayden Goff, he's playing the Beast. Like I'm just so blessed to be able to like be on the stage with so many people that have so much talent. Like Tori, are you kidding me? Her like la 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 like opera singing, like it's incredible. I love it all so much, and they bring their own twist to the character, and I love to see it every single scene.
Tori, what about you?
Definitely Belle. She is a star, and she deserves that role so much. I mean, she has not done a single thing before. Like she did a play before, but musicals have always been something she shied away from. And to anybody who goes to see that show, like she is incredible, and I cannot wait to see what she accomplishes in the future. And Hayden, he is phenomenal as the Beast. He really brings that character to life, and he lets you see that the Beast is a man. And Faith Van Dynen, as Mrs. Potts, she is incredible, and I have been so honored to watch her from our first musical together to this one. And she is incredible when she sings Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, and she's completely different from her character, but she makes it so believable. And like Elise Feldman. Oh my gosh, she's adorable.
Chip, she's so cute.
Like I could just gush on and on about these people.
We have an amazing cast.
Yeah, it's stacked. Not to toot our horn or
Well, no, you should. You guys put in all this work, and this is the perfect place to do it. Tori, I was making a joke earlier. Mrs. Farney, she sent me over the list of people who are coming on the podcast, and she's like, Tori plays wardrobe, and I'm like, okay, so I'm pretty sure that's the character, but I was also like mentally prepared, like, what if she's doing like wardrobe backstage or something? So I had two lists of questions just in case, but so I'll ask you one of those. What's your favorite costume that is going on like across the entire musical?
Well, out of everybody, I mean, I wear this beautiful gown, and I get this beautiful piece that Miss Cazares is building for me, and I am so excited for that. Babette's outfit, incredible. Looks just like a feather duster. But I think Belle's dress at the end, it's so gorgeous, and it really brings like the old-timiness back. And it is stunning, and I'm very excited to see that on her.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Mrs. Potts singing Beauty and the Beast. I'm very excited to see what the stage and the set is looking like for like that library scene, because I think that's one of the iconic scenes of the movie, maybe the iconic scene of the movie. What's your guys' favorite set? Or maybe you don't know yet, can't share.
Our entire set is phenomenal. It is still being built, and it's incredible. Like
I have a whole new view of like the audience.
Yeah,
now.
It's incredible.
It's 2 stories.
Wow.
It's a beautiful set, and we have somebody who comes in and builds it for us, and he is amazing at what he does.
Yeah, he was a past sorry.
No, you're good.
He was a past student, and he performed in the shows as well.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, his name is Gavin DeHaan, I'm pretty sure, but he's a sweetheart. He's amazing.
Okay. I think we're gonna go through a little bit of that in our article next week. So I'll continue on. You're both seniors. What does the future have in store for you guys? What are your plans for next year?
Next year, I am going to Baker College in Muskegon for the culinary arts. Very exciting. Training to be a private chef.
I haven't heard back yet from Michigan, but it's my dream school. And I'm hoping to go there. I'm not quite sure yet, but I like the humanities, philosophy, psychology, all those kind of different creative spaces I like.
And your brothers went to Michigan, right?
Yes, 3 of them.
Okay, yep.
So I'm kind of banking on that.
I worked at the golf course with Alex, Sam, and Ethan all at sporadic times, so we know each other for sure. Yeah, and Tori, my mom graduated from Baker, so I know when she listens to this, she'll be like, oh yeah, another Baker. So if you guys were to pick one reason, just one reason for people to see the show, and I know there's many reasons, what would you hone in on?
Just the raw talent, honestly. Like, the actors themselves can bring so much to a production, which, like, obviously we need the crew and everything, but, like, wow, I'm just amazed at some of these people.
Yeah, I mean, just the people. I mean, as you watch, you can see the friendships that have been made and the work. We have put 3 months into this musical, and it is something that it's incredible, and it's something that has not been shown on this stage before, and it's incredible.
Yep.
And I'll go off script a bit, because one thing we're doing this year is photography. And I'm the lead on that through my company, Shamrock, which most high school kids who know me just call me by that name anyway. Like, I'll hear it in the gas station parking lot. Like, oh, hey, it's Shamrock. I'm like, hey, guys, what's up? I'll hear the Y sometimes. But anyway, I've been doing sports photography here the last 5, 6, 7 years, and I feel like most people know me from that. And I've always wondered, like, how cool would it be to go in a musical, to, go and get band pictures, to go and get orchestra pictures. And now, through the Ledger, I have this opportunity, and I know when I announced it, people were excited about it, because it's something different. It's something that musical hasn't had before, and there's a really great opportunity, not just for me as the photographer to try something different and to try to be a better photographer, but also to get content to musical kids. And that's part of why we're expanding a bit. We're doing more articles. We're doing podcasts. We're getting pictures of the musical, because you guys deserve that content. But until then, when we get to watch your talents on display this March 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 8th, and 9th, I know everyone, I'm excited about it. But Beauty and the Beast, I know you guys are excited too. So hoping for a packed house on opening night. And thank you for coming on.
Thank
you for having us.
Yeah, no problem.